Hey guys, it's Sophia, and today we are here with a brand review. So for those of you who don't know what Girlfriend Collective is a athleisure brand based in Seattle. I invested in a couple of their leggings and a couple of their bras, and for the most part, that's kind of what they're known for, and that's kind of what I'm going to be focusing on in this brand review. Without further ado, I'm just going to get started, but before I do, I always forget to say this, so I'm glad I didn't forget this time, but this video is not sponsored by Girlfriend Collective. But yeah, let's just go right into it. So I'm gonna just kind of go through the pros and cons of the leggings, and then I'll talk about the specific leggings themselves. So for the leggings, there are several pros. The first pro is that they're colorful. No one can fault Girlfriend Collective for being boring. Leggings, you might think, oh my god, super basic. Everyone just owns a pair of black leggings. But for me, one of the reasons why I ended up purchasing a couple of their products was because I really wanted to bring more color into my wardrobe, and they weren't colors that I would necessarily wear in my everyday clothes or invest in for everyday clothes, but for, leisure wear, it's like, why not? But what's interesting about their colorways is that they take colors and put in new colors. So they have I forgot what their phrasing was, but they have like a standard color palette, and then they have like a limited edition color palette. So the next two things that are very similar, and they definitely can be grouped together, but I think they're two separate ones, is that their leggings are soft and the leggings are comfortable. And when I mean soft, I literally just mean the fabric itself is soft enough where it really just melds and like hugs your figure, as opposed to like other leggings that kind of just sit on top of your figure and feel kind of uncomfortable, and you, as soon as you put it on, you immediately want to take it off. You don't even want to go to the gym in them. Like, that's kind of how I'm distinguishing those. And then in terms of comfortable, again, I want to wear them all the time. I never want to take them off, and that to me is a very good sign that their product is worth that investment. So the last pro is that it's really cool, because I think that Girlfriend Collective really did think about everything in terms of comfort. So what's interesting is that, they have this tag, right? And I'm not gonna zoom in too much. It's like how to wash and care and all the like user instructions. But what's cool is that they created like a little pocket here, so you can just tuck it in. And it's basically not going to itch you all the time, which when I saw this, I was like, oh my god, ingenious. But then again, I feel like most leggings don't even have that extra tab, so I don't know. But I still like that they, thought about that enough to keep our comfort in mind. So now I'm going to get into the specific pros of each legging type. So now let's talk about the compressive high-waisted leggings. For these leggings, they are the standard thicker material that you would expect and probably used to for other legging types as well. So like Lululemon or Zella. So because it is a thicker material, and based on the name, you can guess that it's supposed to be compressive, which means it's supposed to like kind of suck everything in. And I love that about them. And even though, they do all of that and it's thicker material, it doesn't minimize their comfort or their softness, so to speak. And overall, I do really love these leggings, and I will get into cons of these individual products in the con section. So don't think that it's all pros and no cons. But the compressive high-waisted leggings are $68, and again, they're by no means cheap, but for the quality, for what you're getting, I think it is, worth that price, especially if you're looking to invest. Like, I wouldn't say, if you only want to wear them like once a week to buy these, because then I don't think they'll make sense cost per wear. But if you're wearing them like I am, like 3-4 times a week, then that ends up making sense cost per wear wise. So now let's talk about their biker high-waisted shorts. The only positive thing I can say about these is that the material is I don't even want to say very similar. It is basically the same as the compressive high-waisted leggings. So it is a thicker material. It's still soft, still comfortable, but I will say right now, and this is a great segue to the cons, is that this is my least favorite product that I own from them. And I will explain why in a hot second. Also, by the way, these biker shorts are $48, and I'll come back to the price and the cons. Okay, so now let's talk about the cons of these leggings. They can fall down a lot if you're doing like heavy cardio. And what I mean by heavy cardio isn't like going for a run or doing anything crazy, but it's like if you're doing a lot of like jumping up and down, or doing a lot of like different high intensity workout regimen or workout kinds, then they can end up kind of falling down a little bit. And then two more, which is no big deal for me, but it is something that maybe you guys would want to consider. I bought the compressive ones in this really gorgeous turquoise. Both of them show stain really, really obviously. There is just no way around it. You can't hide it unless you're just wearing them every day in the house and you're not sweating, then by all means, like that's probably not a non-issue for you. But for someone who's wearing this to actually go to the gym and do a workout, it's not the best, you know? The last one is not necessarily a con, but it kind of is, only because I'm comparing it to the other leggings I have. So the con is that these leggings, all three of these by the way, do not have an extra pocket for you to put in like a card or an ID. So if you're going out for like a gym class, which probably isn't happening considering the current situation, it doesn't have that extra pocket. At least I don't think it does. Now I'm like second guessing myself. I don't think it does. Again, it's no big deal for me because my gym is in my building, so it's not like I'm bringing ID or anything. But if you know you like to go out and do like, let's say class pass, or going to, you know, a boxing class and you need your ID and you don't want to bring your big wallet, usually that's what people use that extra pocket for, and all my other leggings have that pocket. So I'm personally curious why Girlfriend Collective didn't add the pocket, which again is not a deal breaker for me, but I did want to mention it in case you were interested and you do use leggings for that function as well. Okay, now let's talk about the cons of each individual product. Now for the compressive leggings, I actually do not have that many cons. I think my only con when it comes to the compressive leggings is actually that the seam, like right here, or even like, you know, all of this, it just feels a little bit too bulky, which at this point I'm really just being picky. It doesn't affect me in my workouts or in my daily life when I'm wearing it, nothing. But if I had to pick a con, I really hate these inseams, or these seams, whatever they're called. Now the last one is again the biker shorts. I think I already said this earlier, but if I had to choose, this is like the one product that I regret purchasing, and the one product I really, really don't like. So the reason why I got this was because, well, one, I knew I wanted to film this video, so I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. And two, you know, biker shorts are kind of the craze right now, and they still are, and I foresee them being for a while. So, you know, I was like, let's give it a shot. Not for me at all. I put these on one day because I was like, you know what, I think it's time to give it a go. I had put it off trying them on for a really long time. And because they're made of the same material as a compressive high like these, they still suck everything in, right? But because they are, you know, biker shorts, they only suck in the top half of your legs and not the bottom half. And that ends up making you feel like a weird sensation where like the top half of your legs feel like they're being sucked in, and then the lower, like your calves are being like wiggly. I don't know how to explain that. First of all, I don't like that, and I don't think other biker shorts out there are like that, at least not based on what I've seen. Correct me if I'm wrong, if you own some of these and you kind of have a similar feeling about them, like let me know. I think if actually they came out with the nylon versions in biker shorts, I would love them, because these don't compress, right? So they're just comfortable, but these compress. So not a huge fan. And the other thing is, because they're pretty thick material and they compress, they stop right at the knee, right? So I have I have thick thighs, and that also means that my knees are pretty, I don't want to say fatty, but you know, they do bulge out a little bit. There's just no way around to saying that. And it just does not look flattering, like at all. And I don't understand why this is a trend. Not even for Girlfriend Collective, I just don't get it. And by the way, these were not cheap. These were $48, and I don't think they're worth it. So there's that. Now that we're off of leggings, let's move on to bras, because honestly, their bras are, or should be, their golden child. And I'll get into why. The pros are, they are extremely comfortable. I cannot stress this enough. In the past, my experience with workout bras is that as soon as I put them on, as soon as I'm done working out, I just want to get it off. I just don't want to be wearing it anymore, and I'd way rather put on an actual bra. So that's always been my inclination, and that's always been how I felt about sports bras. And then I got these, and oh my God, I never ever want to take them off. They're soft, the material is super soft. It just it hugs you in the best way. So other than comfortable and soft, I love their design. And you will see when I bring out the other bra that I own, but the design is just super clean. There's nothing crazy going on. There's no crazy logo. There's no zip. That's a terrible way of showing you. And then the last thing that I cannot stress enough, I think this is really the reason why these bras are so comfortable, is that they have a really, really nice elastic band underneath. And it's a thick elastic band too. It's not a thin one. So what I mean by that, let me show you, is this. So this is their elastic band. It's sewn in to the bra, so you can't see it on the outside, but it's on the inside. And because it is super thick, it just feels comfortable. It's not cutting off circulation funny, and it stretches enough that it again hugs your body and hugs where it would fall on your body. So that elastic band is just genius. And really, if other brands are watching this, maybe you should give it a shot. Okay, so now let's talk about the specific product. So right now I'm wearing the Paloma bra. Oh, by the way, all their bras are $38, so I highly recommend them. I think that's 100% worth it. Anyways, so aside from price, I'm wearing the Paloma bra. I own 3 of these. That's how much I love them, and I have my eye on a few more because they recently came out with their Desert Blooms collection, and oh my God, the color scheme. By the way, the pro of the leggings for color is the same pro as bras. I didn't think I'd have to say that, but let me just say it right now. The color scheme for their products is ridiculous, or the color range. Yeah, I want to buy more of these because they're that good. So the Paloma bra, I think they're really comfortable. Aside from all the specific pros I mentioned for the bras in general, is because of the strap. It is not crazy thick where it just kind of pushes your shoulders down, but it's thick enough where when you're wearing it for maybe the entire day, it doesn't feel like there's something on your shoulder, which is how I feel sometimes for other bras. But I also think the reason why this specific bra doesn't give me that weighted shoulder feeling is because it is a high-waisted bra. So a lot of other sports bras out there, they cut you off right under the boob, so the elastic band is right there, right? But because this bra is a little bit, I don't even want to say high-waisted, cropped, it might be a better word, and because the elastic band is super wide, the support is not on your shoulder, it's on the entire bra itself. So I think that's why I love these so much, is because I don't get that feeling on my shoulders, and I don't necessarily, when I take this off, I don't necessarily feel oh, thank God, the sports bra is off, my boobs can rest. I don't feel that at all. Okay, that's enough about this bra. I can talk about this bra for the rest of my life. Now let's talk about their other bra, which is the Topanga. Okay, I'm probably saying that wrong. I only bought one of these because I bought this Paloma bra and this Topanga bra at the same time because I didn't know how they would feel. And then as soon as I started wearing this all the time, I was like, give me more. So then I bought 2 more. But for this, I didn't have the same feeling. So this kind of bra is, I don't know, high-chested is a good way to explain it. This looks like I'm wearing a bib. Anyways, so it's high-chested. You can see it's not as long right here compared to the Paloma bra, but it's not short either, so it still doesn't cut off your circulation funny. But I think, they are still just as comfortable, ish. And I'll get into the ish in the comment section. They're still the same material. They're still super soft. Again, the vibe is still super clean cut. There's no crazy logoing or anything. Anyways, so there's not as much pros as I would talk about this specifically, but there are a little bit more cons. So let's just get into the cons right now. So the cons, this is this could be a deal breaker for some people, so I really just want to get out of the way. These bras have no padding. And what I mean by padding is that a lot of sports bras has like an extra like boob cup right here, so like you can't see anything, but these don't. So this is literally just material. And you know, I don't want to say it's thin material because it's like kind of double layered material, but it's not thick material either. And I think if they were to make it thick material, it'd probably get super heavy on the body, which I understand, and I like know why they didn't. But at the same time, like it does get a little bit uncomfortable sometimes when you are just wearing this bra and you know, that stuff happens. So that's kind of a con, and I know a lot of people are gonna say, well, like just wear a shirt on top of it. I agree. I'm not saying right now that I walk around like this all the time. I'm usually wearing a sweater on top, but at the gym, I'm not wearing a sweater. And yes, I could wear a tank top on top, like I understand that, but I think that's still technically a con for me, is that I have to wear that to feel, I have to wear an extra layer to feel comfortable, and I feel like that shouldn't be the case nowadays. So that to me is a huge, huge con. Again, hasn't stopped me from purchasing these bras. It hasn't stopped me from wearing it. I've made my peace with it. I live with it. I'm okay with it because, let's be real, it's 2020, like, it's no big deal. A few more cons is that, similar to the leggings, this is not great for high intensity workouts. What I mean by not great for high intensity workout is that if you have like medium or big size boobs, there's not a lot of support going here. So if you're like jumping around, if you are doing, let's say, burpees that requires a lot of like various actions, your boobs are going up and down. Like there's just no way around that. You're not getting a lot of support there. And you know, if your workout requires a lot of jumping, a lot of those different kinds of motions that require you to be like bouncing around, it's not going to be great. So if you're into that kind of workout, definitely keep that in mind. But if you're like soul cycling or boxing or anything that's like more stationary, these will be great. So I just want to get out of the way because that's a question I've gotten in the past when I like shared how much I love these bras. Now let's talk about the cons for each individual bra. Paloma, there is no cons aside from the other mentioned, which is again, no nipple padding. The con for this is a little bit longer. This Topanga bra strap is super thin. It is like adjustable right here, but because it is super thin, it does I do get that pressure after wearing it for a while. And by a while, I mean a couple of hours. So you can wear these for, you know, a while, but not all day. And again, it's because of the strap. It just feels like it's like indenting and like pushing down, and it's just not a comfortable feeling. But otherwise, these are great. So if you know you're wearing these again on an everyday like errand or something, like these again are great. But I also would not recommend these for a workout because again, there's no like structural support on the strap, but also like, I don't know, I think when I'm working out, I want a little bit more back support as well, and this product has like no back support. Like this little thing is not back support. So I definitely would love for you to keep that in mind if you're deciding between these bras. So now that we're done talking about bras, I know this video is kind of long, but again, this is like an entire brand review, so I did want to talk about other things as well. So first off, pricing. I think that the bras are priced extremely well for what you're getting, the quality and the product itself. The compressive high-rise leggings, they are a little bit pricey, but again, they're really good quality and they'll last you for a long time. The biker shorts, I'd say skip. So now let's talk about a little bit about packaging and shipping. The packaging, because this brand considers themselves a sustainable athleisure wear brand, their products come in these really, really cute bags. You can see I've ordered 3 times because I have 3 of these. So literally they're stuffed in these bags. These bags are great, but they're also not the best quality. So I like really don't want you guys to think like, oh my God, this is amazing, they're giving you a free bag. It is great that they're giving you a free bag that you can reuse, but at the same time, it's not like their quality is amazing. And you can see here, like I have thread coming out, and all the other 2 bags have the same thing happening. And then it also comes in like an envelope, like brown envelope, but it's made of paper so you can recycle it. So overall, packaging wise, super sustainable. It doesn't come with any plastic, which is super nice. And then the last thing is the rewards slash program slash online account. I didn't know this, but I think around the same time I started ordering my products, they rolled out a rewards program. But I love that they do have a rewards program that you can participate in. So every order you can put towards the next order. So that's really nice. And they give you incentives for how to get more points, and so you can get more money to spend in a future purchase. It's actually ingenious. So I do recommend you check that out, especially if you're interested in more than one of these products and you think that you'll be purchasing more than one product from them. But if you only want like a one-time purchase and you don't want to purchase anything from them ever again, then it might not make as much sense to you. Anyways, so that is my full brand review of Girlfriend Collective. Again, I'm super sorry that this video was so long, but considering how it's, you know, reviewing the entire brand, I feel like there were definitely things that I had to hit on for you to really decide if you want to make a purchase from them and what products you might want to purchase. So I'm just gonna leave it right here because otherwise my outro will be way too long. I hope you found this video informative, and if there are any things that you're still curious about in terms of the brand or the products themselves, let me know in the comments down below, or you can always DM me on any of my Instagram accounts. But otherwise, I will see you next Sunday for another video. Bye!